Hello. Oh my gosh, it feels like I haven't done a video for so long because I haven't done a video for so long. And I have this wonderful, glorious little window right in the morning. So, and look, now I can smoke weed and you don't even know because my head's not in it. Oh, it's so amazing. All right, we're gonna bring in current energy, okay? Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to my channel. I'm Whitney Moon. All right, first symbol down. Oh my goodness, we are graced this morning with Pluto and Taurus and the 12th house. Wow, I don't think since having these dice, we have talked about the 12th house. Because I don't even think I've read it before. And my sister doesn't even have the 12th written down on this one. Oh, well, good thing that didn't come through. Okay, but she did write it down on this one. My sister is an astrologer, so she helps me with the houses and stuff. An astronomer. Here we go, 12th house. Beyond the personal, hidden enemies, imprisonment, but also art, privacy, forgiveness, intuition, and magic are expressed in this house. Beyond the personal. So Taurus with beyond the personal and Pluto. So Pluto is how we deal with power. It's how we react. Okay, so it's our reaction with dealing with sometimes the supernatural realms, death, and transformation. So Pluto, I guess, is Scorpio energy. So it's a lot of death energy. Actually, yesterday I went to the, I was going to say dealership. I went to the pot shop, which is my dealership, I guess, and bought Death Bubba. That's the weed I got yesterday. Death Bubba. And I'm like, death, death, death. And for a long time in these readings, Libra keeps coming up. And I'm thinking, okay, like what got started in Libra season in October, right? Specifically October, not September, specifically October. And that is where Libra and Scorpio come together and create death. That's where Samhain starts. And all of a sudden, then now we're into fall. We got Halloween coming, right? So many things happen in October. So what I'm getting is somebody who's around you could have had a little bit of an authority problem, and they could have falsely imprisoned you as if acting like a warden, acting like a judge, right? Acting like they're the fucking judicial system. And they might have did something to you, you know, they might have casted you as a liar. They could, you know, casted you out of the family. They could have deemed you something, right? Blackened your card, you know, like when, you know, doctors, they get that black stripe on their license, right? There's a lot of professions out there where if you break the law or if you're close to breaking the law, then, you know, you get something written on your portfolio, follows you around for life, right? And somebody could have done that. They could have black stripped you, right? Because now I'm thinking Taurus. The bull, grounding, Hierophant energy. Oh, okay. So Hierophant, there's the authority. Hierophant energy. Somebody acted like a fucking priest. They acted like hierarchy, acted like it was in their best interest, like they were allowed to take the law into their own hands. And what I've noticed with this eclipse is Justice is pissed off because people have been standing in her way, okay, by lying, by hiding the enemy. So what I said yesterday, actually, I was having a shower, and a portal really opens when I have a shower, right? Because like you're clean and you're underwater and you're very protected when you're in the shower, right? Because of water. And I opened up this portal and I said to myself, because then when I opened up the portal, Justice was standing there. And I asked her what she needed from me. And she said, you know what I'm so pissed off about? Is I'm pissed off about the people who are hiding the perpetrator. Okay, so there are perpetrators out there that are acting like victims. Okay, they're acting like victims, and they're acting like what they did. Okay, they acted out of pure fear. They did these unlawful things, okay, because they're trying to say that they're trying to really, what I hear is they're trying to just make excuses about why they did stuff. So they're getting their spouses to stand in front of them and protect them for what they did to other people. They're saying that they can't handle it. They can't handle what they did. They're a ball of emotions, right? That they acted out because things were acted out to them. And so their spouses and the people who they've got to stand around them and protect them, okay, what they're trying to say is that they want, and then their spouses are standing there, right? And their spouses are trying to say that they've got their spouse's best interest at heart, and they don't want to hit them with the truth because they're too fragile. Right? So these perpetrators, these people who have fucked you over for years are acting and claiming victim right now and getting innocent people to take the hit from them. So what Justice said to me in the shower, she goes, you know what? She goes, you know what we're going to do? If these spouses are going to stand in front of these people and protect them by saying they're too fragile, okay, they acted out of this and they acted out of that, they're going to hide these perpetrators, right? Then the person who hides the perpetrator goes to jail. They take the hit of the karma that the perpetrator has put in their life. Because if you're going to, and this comes for anybody, right? If somebody is guilty and you're hiding them, okay, you get put in as a part of that karma, because really what you're doing is you're obstructing justice. You're standing in the way of the law and them, okay? And that interference, okay, is causing justice to freak the fuck out, because there shouldn't be that third party standing in between her and who she needs to prosecute, right? People have gotten, what I'm getting is like these people, okay, who should be in jail. Literally, they should have gotten fired. They should have lost their job. They should be in jail, okay? They're standing there so goddamn protected, right? That it's almost like justice has to change the rules, and say like, okay, well, now you're abusing your rights as a spouse, because your spouse, if they break the law, they have to pay for that. So if you're going to defend them and you're going to hide them, then really what these perpetrators are doing now, because they can't face the music, they can't face what they did, they're putting their loved ones behind bars. So now you get out of prison and the one who's protecting them goes to jail. Because they can't keep you behind bars because they're scared of what you're going to do to them for keeping you behind bars, right? Like, it's getting violent now. They're starting to act out. And that's because of the shifts that are happening, right? People are acting out because they're realizing, holy shit, I got put in the bad category when I'm supposed to be in the good category. And these motherfuckers that are hurting people are in the good category when they're supposed to be in the bad category. Where's justice? Oh yeah, justice has been taken out of the equation because everybody wants to hide the bad guy. Oh, they can't handle it. Oh, they can't handle it. They need to be hidden from it, okay? They acted out because they were having a bad day and you don't understand them. Nope, I understand the wrath of them, though, who attacked my life. Oh, because they said they were having a bad day? So it wasn't even personal? Oh, okay, now we're getting fucking deep. Okay, so this shit wasn't even fucking personal, but it fucking hit you like 1,000 knives stabbing you all over your body. And they were going, it's not even personal. It wasn't even personal. Tell them to get over it. Tell them to get over it, okay? How are you supposed to get over something when they put a fucking black screen in front of you and you can't go anywhere? Oh, get over it. How am I supposed to get over it? You stopped me from being able to get over it. How can I get past something that you blocked? right? Wow. Wow. And this is where like so many fucking hypocrites, man. These people that say one thing and then walk the opposite way. Oof. That's what's pissing justice off. And I get it. That's why the moon eclipse, the moon is so pissed off about what people are hiding in the dark, right? The dark is not there to hide your petty little bullshit secrets and fucking abusive terms, right? It's there for rest. It's there for protection, right? It's not there to hurt. Like, how dare you take something that was designed to protect and use it to harm? 1013. I just saw 1013. 1013 is what they use when they call in. All right, so we're calling in right now. Justice is calling in right now, okay? Okay, so I was going to ignore this, but it hasn't stopped yet. I've got the song in my head. The Bottom of a Bottle. The song is called The Bottom of a Bottle, and it's by Smile Empty Soul. And it won't stop playing in my head, okay? It won't stop. And I'm like, why are you playing in my head? And what I feel like the reason why they're playing in my head is because I feel like somebody literally did this because they wanted to drink. They wanted to drink. They wanted to get their socks off. When they drank, they felt alive. They felt good. They probably hurt you when they were drunk. Okay, what do my cards want to say? Get comfy and cozy. I see it because someone's got your back. Look at how cute this card is. I really wanted to make the card look cozy, right? And then I got the snow coming up, and you know, all those snowy nights, and you just get all comfy and you're like, I could sit here for years and never move. That's what I'm getting right now. Loving nostalgia. Wow. Taurus is pulling through. Okay, honestly, like, you know what I feel? Yeah, look at that. Cover up offer. Like, I feel like you're getting out of something, okay? Still intact. Still you. And that's huge. Honestly, like, not really expecting that sometimes, right? There we go. I forgot. Again, I haven't done readings for a while, so I forgot how I positioned. There. That's so much better. Okay. Okay, then we've got the Innocent. Okay, with excuse overload. With this cover-up operation, okay? In repair. We've got the Evil Eye. And we got Solo Artist. So that's you breaking free. Okay, that's you breaking free. What's this? Oh my God, look at that. The clock just landed on my lap. Literally. Cycles. This is a cycle. So you've progressed through this cycle, okay? That's why on the top of the deck, we have you're in good hands. Okay? Also on the bottom of the deck, we have use your imagination. Okay? Sometimes you have to go to the imagination station. Okay? The imagination station is where you will receive all the information that you need, right? Any question you've got to ask, anything that is relative to the situation will give you information, right? And then look at this. The snake was popping out of the deck, okay? I just dropped it, even though it landed on my lap. Okay, so we got competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay, I'm putting it right beside the Evil Eye because it's almost like you have had, okay, this tricksy little snake around you for a while, okay? And what this snake, you know what the snake did? This is it, okay? This is the imprisonment. This is what Taurus is trying to ground. What this snake did, somebody obviously has a fear of snakes. And what this person did was turn into a snake and completely surround you. And then you couldn't move, right? So they're like, get over your fear of snakes. Get over your fear of snakes. And you're like, okay, so you just want me to get over my fear and walk right through one? Like you just want it to happen like that. And that's this, okay. So that's wrapping around with obviously what the kind of like the eclipse kind of is like almost talking about, where it's exposing things. So what the moon is exposing is that this person, okay, whoever has made all of these excuses, okay, to really mess with you, they're man, they are putting up a good fight. They're really trying to say, you know, like they wanted you, okay, so say you went into surgery, okay, they wanted you back up and working the next day, okay, open heart surgery. You had wounds that you had to heal, and they just expected you to get those wounds and as clean and as fastly healed as possible. And that's not reality. That's not, you can't force people to heal. Okay. And I think this person was trying to do that. And that's why they're defending alcohol, because they use alcohol to heal. They use alcohol to get themselves through the day. Whereas you were trying to heal, right? You were trying to get that mugwort out, you know, like you were really trying to do it the healthy way. And they were just trying to tell you to drink, because that's what majority of people do. I see it every day. Like, honestly, they get off work, people get off work and they go straight to the bar. They get off work, they go straight to the LCBO. They get off work, they go straight to the couch. They go straight to their phone. You know, any addictive path that they can, because they just got off work, and I'm sure they don't even know why they're working. Like, I see these people, like, why are you even here? And I bet you they're saying the same thing to themselves. Like, you know, they have no kids, no attachments, but they're working every day for this life that they don't even know why they're working for it. That's the imprisonment, right? Is feeling like you're being enslaved in a life and not even getting anything out of it, right? So the way that this snake was working, they really wanted you to press through, right? And that's, honestly, it's so sad, because even, you know, I dated somebody who went to war, and when he came back, he was not the same person, and there was no help for him. Like, the army did not help him. And you know, I've heard it for years, but I mean, unless you know somebody who's been to war, who's seen it, who's shot a gun, who's killed somebody, whose life has changed because their country told them to do it and told them that it was in their fucking blood to do it. And, you know, you tell that person that they're the same when they come back, and that they just grab a bottle, right? A bottle will make you feel better. Well, guess what? He didn't grab a bottle. You know what he did? He was actually genius. He started, okay, so I just love him. He started basically mixing potions, okay? So he was at home, right? Because he had a lot of problems afterwards, and he didn't really know what to do, and his mind was going. So he started using his mind in a powerful way, and he started mixing these concoctions up. Tell me how this guy didn't mix a serum, okay, which then he sold for a patent and got over $1 million. Okay. Like, I don't know if it's magic that we did together. Magic. It was magic, you know, like sometimes you just, it's not about getting lucky. It's about riding the right wave at the right time to get to the right destination, because you weren't going to just stop. Right? He didn't stop. He didn't let what happened to him end him, right? He got smarter. Right? And maybe that's how that's why maybe Pluto's in here, because dealing with power, right? Transformation and death. How do you get through that? How do you become a different person after seeing something? Right? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like the way you see reality, how you deal with reality, because once you come back from war, okay, it doesn't have to be actual war. I'm just saying, right? When you come back from war, you are changed. And then you have to start dealing with the world again. And you have to start dealing with how you've changed, and majority of people haven't. Right? And there's this Taking Back Sunday song that keeps coming on my iPod. And he says in a song, to quote, he goes, "The problem isn't that I've changed. Yeah, he goes, the problem isn't that I've changed. The problem is that you've stayed the same. Right? And my sister and I were talking about that the other day because it was so funny. I believe it was Easter Sunday. Okay. I left my house at a specific time, kind of rushed out, and came face to face with my father, who I haven't seen for years, and his wife. And I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke these cocoa bean sticks. And they're called smoke-free cocoa bean sticks. And I got a carton almost a year ago now. So like you can imagine, like I sometimes don't even smoke one a day. Like it's really just for kind of driving and, you know, hanging out and feeling, you know, I don't want to feel left out in the smoking section. So I get those things. They look like smokes. They are awesome. Actually, they taste really good to me. Anyways, I light up a cocoa bean stick right as my parents drive by me. And all I could hear them say was, oh, well, she's still smoking. And I was like, I couldn't help but laugh because I was like, oh my God, look at, like I smoke like maybe one of these sticks a day. And there she goes, ugh, because she's held back money from me. She calls me an alcoholic. She calls me, all my money is going to go to cigarettes and all my money is going to go to weed. And I'm not going to do anything with my inheritance and I'm going to blow it and blah, blah, blah. She calls me a child, right? And then it's just so funny that she witnesses me lighting this cocoa stick and then goes, oh, she's still smoking. See why we kept that money from her? Because all she's going to do is spend $25 a pack on smokes. And like those cocoa bean sticks are like less than $2 a pack. You get 20 in them. And I don't even smoke an average of smoke a day per year. So what she saw, right? Her mind had to tell her, see, that's why you've kept money from her, because all she was going to do was spend it on cigarettes when that wasn't a cigarette in my mouth. But she had to see it. She had to see it as a cigarette in my mouth. You see how weird the universe can be when you know something's going on, okay? And your third eye and your third ear is speaking to you and it's trying to show you and tell you that something's going on. And you start to believe it because you're like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. What your soul is trying to tell you. It plays through 3D exactly how you were told, okay? Because your soul is trying to tell you things. It's trying to highlight points in your life where you kind of just like maybe didn't pay attention because you maybe didn't know you had supernatural powers. Maybe you didn't know that you were as special as what you really are. So you didn't pay attention to it. But now you're like, okay, this looks way too weird for me. Like, this looks way too set up from the universe that, like, I do this and I don't. But it's for your haters. It's for your haters who have held you back, imprisoned you, lied about you, right? It's almost like, that's taking a part of your dignity. That's shit talking, okay? And spiritually, you're really not allowed to do that. So, let them see what they want to see. Because if they don't want to know the truth and they want to victimize, then let them see a fucked up situation where they think they're in the right, right? They think they're in the right and you just walk away to the left and go like, yeah, okay. That person's going to think that they're right for like 2 seconds. But they got the rest of their life to deal with it. And now I was actually thinking when I was laying in bed last night, I was thinking about this chick I went to high school with who got pregnant in high school. She was 16 and pregnant, literally. And man, you should have saw her walk around those halls. Like she fucking ran things, okay? Everybody was always touching her stomach and she didn't like me. And she actually lived in the same complex as me too. So you can imagine how fucking awful energy that was. And she just used to stick her just stick it to me all the time. And then when she had the baby, everyone was like, oh my God, look at the baby. She'd bring it to school at lunchtime, right? So everybody would see the baby. And then, 4 years later, and I'm not gloating about this at all, okay? Her kid died. Brain aneurysm. He fell off his bed. She took him to the hospital. She actually honestly did everything a mom should do. Because I did a reading with her a few years after that. And she apologized to me. Oh my God, she felt so sorry for the way that she treated me in high school. She was one of my number one bullies. And when her son died, she died. And I went, you know what I was thinking about was the fact that there's these people, okay, that have these little windows of opportunity to gloat. something around you, right? But what they don't realize is in that exact little moment that's going to take up like 5 minutes of your life once it's said and done, okay, they have to live with that choice, that little gloat that they had for the rest of their lives. And that's what's funny. So let people gloat where they can in that little window of time, because soon the world is going to take it from them and make them eat shit. And I did see 444. It was 2444 on the clock, and when my eyes looked at it. So this has lined up perfectly with the 444 that I picked up with the eclipse, because it was April. Obviously the 24th year, right? 4. And then I believe something happened on April 4th as well. I forget what personally happened in my life, but something did happen on that day, I think planetary wise as well, that all lines this up too. So it's that 444, perfect. April, and it could be 14th as well. That's Monday. That's coming up. So I wouldn't be surprised if Sunday, Monday, something comes through as maybe that's going to be their window where they eat shit. Whatever it is that they gloated around you, they're gonna fucking wish they never lived. Literally. It's like the way that she ate shit after her son died. She basically came running to me years later. The second that she found me on the internet, because then, Facebook started popping off and things started popping off. The second she found me and she knew that I was a tarot reader, she had me over at her house instantly, smoking weed, trying to have a good time. Like she did everything she could to reverse being a bully to me. And I forgave her, because people change. And, just because she was gloating and she was an asshole at 17 to me, it doesn't mean that she's still one now. Like, right? She changed and she ate shit for that. And she knew that she made me eat shit. And what happens? You make somebody eat shit for no reason. I never did anything to her. She just didn't like me. Right? She just didn't like me. And that's not an excuse to ruin somebody's life. You just don't like them. That's not a good enough excuse. That's not even an excuse in general. You can't just hurt somebody because you want to, right? That's like, if that's the way that this world works, trust me, nothing would look the way that it does right now. Okay. So a lot is coming up right now. There was a huge cover up, an excuse overload. And that's what I'm getting, like with her, she did a lot of excuses back in the day as to why she wanted to gloat her shit in front of me. She had a lot of excuses. She had a lot of things that she wanted to say to make it look better, but just because she wanted it to look better on her behalf, it doesn't mean that anybody actually believed her or it worked, right? And it could be, this person could have wreaked all this havoc in your life because they wanted to date you. Could have been a lot of qualities about you that they really liked and they got addicted to. And because they got so addicted to you, they started hurting you. Because there was never going to be that union. Oh my God, I'm getting Faith No More. I'll be your leprechaun. That's all I can hear. Is that Sunny Side Up? Shine like a lucky charm. Whoa. Yeah. Honestly, I think this person saw you as something. Something that could get them something. And when, you kind of seduced them. And with all that power, and when you didn't love them, it hurt them. And they wanted to hurt you back. And that's so fucked up because you might not have known anything was going on. And there they are trying to force all this love onto you, and you don't even know what's going on. And because you don't take it, because you don't know what a lure is, you don't know what a love bomb is, they fucking lash out on you. Like, even worse. Okay, like, this person clearly is very juvenile. Okay, they need to be loved, and if you don't love them, fuck you. They're gonna put you in jail, and you can rot there. Like, excuse me? People are allowed to not like you. It's a free fucking world when it comes to that shit. So whatever this person's intentions are evil. And no doubt they're going to get this thrown back in their face now. You can't just throw out a bunch of fucking evil eye shit because you don't like somebody. It's called move on and enjoy your life. You don't go hurting people. Like this, I don't like this kind of energy. This kind of energy really irks me because it's forceful energy. It's love me or die. That is not what you are allowed to do. That was my stepmother, right? When my sister and I didn't love her right away and give her everything, she said we were pawning against her. I was fucking 5 years old. Like, I barely even knew the English language. And she was saying my sister and I were plotting against her. My sister was 7. Okay? All I remember at that time was playing horses on my bike and trying not to die in the pit of a hole that I lived with my stepfather, who was a pedophile. Okay, she wasn't even on my scale back then because I didn't have room for her in my head. She was my dad's girlfriend. That's all she was. I barely even had time to care about my father. He was a part-time parent. It was my stepfather I had to deal with every day that I put right in front of me every day. And there she is putting herself in front of my pedophile stepfather, making it seem like she's more important than him. So she wanted so much glory and so much, she wanted gratification from me. She wanted to be acknowledged. She wanted to be put on a pedestal by a 5-year-old. And when she didn't get it from me, she fucked me over, just like my sister. So I don't like energies like this. Because you don't get to be abusive when you have no idea what people are dealing with on a day-to-day basis just to try to keep it together. And there's some bitch standing in front of your monster saying she's more important than that. Oh my God. This just turned supernatural. This is exactly what Pluto wanted to do. Look at my face. Oh. This is my face right now. I don't even know what to say. Like, no wonder I'm getting sunny side up. It's starting to play again in my head. Because this false imprisonment, what this person did to you psychologically, if not physically, okay, is so altered that Pluto has to deliver the message. And you know, this one time I ate mushrooms and I left my body. And when I came back, I said to my sister, the first thing I said to my sister was, I just went to Pluto and now I'm back. And she was like, what? I don't even remember saying it. I don't remember saying it. I don't remember leaving my body. I don't remember not being there. I don't remember. But all I said was, I went to Pluto and now I'm back. And I was gone for a couple hours. Like, physically, I was gone from my body for a few hours when I went and did that. And after that, I'm looking at the word, literally, on my wall, it says transformation, okay? After that, that's when the download came in that I was molested, why I was so scared, why I ran from my parents, everything that I ever did in my life came up after I went to Pluto and back. It took a couple of months, and a lot of shroom sessions, a lot of healing sessions, and then it truly came out, everything that had happened to me as a child, everything I bottled up, everything that had been staring me in the face, scaring me for as long as it did, right? That illusion, right? That was really stemmed from physical abuse, right? And everything changed. And like I said, I haven't even seen my father for years. And like this mushroom trip, I would say happened maybe 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, probably 6 years ago. Oh my God. And I'm pretty sure I ate it in Libra season. If it wasn't Libra, it was Virgo, because it was September. I remember because it was fall. I remember we didn't have very much nice days left. It was cold. Anyways. So Pluto, let's all thank Pluto, because Pluto is the one that just brought this message through. And luckily we have Pluto on the scale, because Pluto's now been turned into just a star. But because I will always see it as a planet, it will always stay a planet in my mind, right? It helped bring this message out, because this message had to be so depicted, it had to be deciphered in a certain way, because it's supernatural. And supernatural is not just, this is what happened, straightforward shit. It's supernatural. You're going to go around corners and bends, and there's going to be people that show up, and there's going to be, hypothetically speaking, and there's going to be things and stages and illusions and masks and veils and all this shit that's going to happen, that you still have to stick to your guns. You still have to stick to the monster that's staring you in the face, imprisoned you, and then put a different person in front of them. Like, oh my God. I mean, wow. No wonder I wanted to do this message. Like I said, I've got this little tiny window to be able to do this, and that's it. And I might go live tonight. I'm not quite sure. Okay. I've got a lot going on. So, I don't know if I'm going to be, oh, look at that message pending. So there's definitely something out there. Okay. Waiting for you. And Taurus has grounded it, right? Maybe that was the message that was waiting for you. I'm kind of getting this, like, I don't think you're going to be, oh, look at that. I stopped right on transformation. Like, you have transformed, okay? Like, you really have changed. And what they say to you and what they do, let them know it's a reflection of them and only them. You do not reflect what or who these people are anymore. What they did to you is unexcusable, and they've been excuse overloading it the whole time, and glorifying the reasons why they hurt you. Well, you were this and you were that, so we hurt you. They're using almost personal traits against you. Well, you were too hyper, you were too loud, you were too sensitive. We couldn't work with that. You were a fucking child. They were an adult. If they couldn't work with a child, they shouldn't have had one, or they should have fucking left you alone and fucking given you to somebody else then. If they couldn't do the job, but instead they half-ass it, imprison you, and then go about their fucking merry little lives like they did nothing to you and that you were the problem. People gotta watch themselves. So anyways, they are getting told on. So thank you, Pluto. Thank you, 12th house. Okay, thank you, Taurus. Great message today. I honestly, I think this is a message that a lot of people have been waiting for. Like, you are officially out of jail. All right. Out of jail, and you get to go back to go, and you get to collect your $200, and you get to move the fuck forward, because you are not in jail anymore. I just heard they get to go to jail now. So whatever they did to you, and you know what I see? A bunch of old people going to a bunch of retirement homes, and not the good one, more like nursing homes. Okay. They're going to be spitting all over themselves. They can't even swallow fucking soup. Okay. Once this energy deals with them, they're getting in a lot of trouble. Okay, so amen to that. Thank you for watching. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Obviously, try not to let it, mess you up too much. Okay, the message is obviously there for those that it really resonates, and if it doesn't, wait for the next one. Like I said, I'll be going live soon, or the next messages will come out soon. So take it or leave it. Thank you so much, collective. Goodbye. Have a great day.